Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hope guys are having a fantastic day today. I have watched the Fantastic Four First Steps again. So this will be my spoiler review. Again, it's a really good movie. One of the best of the year. Obviously, when it comes to big movies, I tend to get something for that movie. So for like Superman, I got a popcorn bucket and a mug. For the Fantastic Four, I got a Funko Pop of Galactus, and I got this t-shirt today. Fantastic Four First Steps t-shirt from HMV. I nearly missed it, because I just went in there to get a mystery box and 2 DVDs. But I went where the Fantastic Four section was, because it was just like straight. So you got the counter there, it was just like straight there, and I saw it, I'm like, got to pick that up. But yeah, Fantastic Four First Steps, you know, it is a really great movie. So you have Fantastic Four takes place 4 years after they became heroes. And there's like a little showcase of some villains they defeated. So, you know, then Silver Surfer, female one, don't remember her name, and I literally just watched it. Yeah. She came to tell Earth 838. I think that's the Earth it is. I could be wrong. I will have to double check. That is at the beginning of the film. I will have to double check though. And when I find out, I'll put it in the comments. Comes there to warn them that it's nearly over for them. Galactus is coming. And there's no stopping him. Johnny falls in love. Of course he does. Of course he's gonna fall in love with some naked space woman. So, you know, they're trying to... then they decide to go to Galactus, where he is. So they go to where Galactus is. He said he would spare their world if Reed and Sue give up the child. Because the child has like some cosmic powers where he can become the new devourer, while the Galactus that we know wouldn't be consuming planets for the rest of his life. But obviously they say no. They go back to their world, and there's some news people that's like, so can you tell us how you defeated Galactus? They're like, how we defeated Galactus? Then you got Ben, who's like, we didn't. And then Johnny says, not yet, we didn't. Not yet. And then they tell them that Galactus wanted their child. They're obviously angry because they could die. So it's really that. Reed, then they're like, are we safe? Reed says, I don't know. So Reed's trying to come up with a plan. By this time, Franklin is born. So they decide to use Franklin as like a thing to get Galactus to come to Town Square, so that they can use the portal, the only portal that Silver Surfer didn't destroy, and teleport him to the far reaches of the universe. So they try and do that. They get all the citizens to go to wherever underground, because Mole Man lets them. So after that, Galactus comes. starts destroying the city, nearly there to Franklin. Johnny swaps Franklin with they swap Franklin with something else. Johnny takes Franklin to the Baxter building. Galactus eventually realizes, then goes for him. Sue stops him, and she dies. They send Galactus back. Reed's obviously trying to do CPR and Sue, but it doesn't work. Franklin's just on her, and somehow he brings her back from the dead. And then it's really that they save the day, right? But then we have to talk about the post-credit scene, right? Which is the best. Right, I really like it. And the post-credit scene was made by the Russo brothers, who are doing Avengers Doomsday. So my guess is it might be a scene in Doomsday. We might get it as like a little scene in Doomsday. Same with the post-credit scene for Thunderbolts. That post-credit scene was also done by the Russo brothers, so that might also be a little scene we get in Avengers Doomsday, but I'm not sure. So in this one, we cut to 4 years later, where Franklin is now 5, and Sue's reading him a book, but he wants a different book. So she goes to find a book, right? Asks Herbie if he's seen the book, but yeah, they find it. She comes back, but she sees this weird thing that wasn't there before. This weird green cloak thing wasn't there before. She goes there, right? Just walks, right? And what you see is Doctor Doom, right? Him in his green cloak, just holding his mask. We don't actually hear Doctor Doom speak, and we don't get to see Robert Downey Jr.'s face as Doctor Doom. So they were saving that for Doomsday. And then Franklin's obviously there, just looking at him. And then so in Marvel movies, you get these person will return. So what it says is the Fantastic Four will return in Avengers Doomsday. And then you've got the end credit scene, which is just an intro for the cartoon, which is a little joke that goes on throughout the film. But yeah, that is my spoiler review of the Fantastic Four First Steps. If you haven't seen it, watch it, because it is fantastic. Anyway, like is always appreciated. You can subscribe if you want to. Take care, talk soon, goodbye.